My girlfriend gave me the experience other guys talk after 2 years. She sat me down and mentioned that she'd only ever been with me and one other guy. That being said, I was her first kiss and relationship. She gave me the generic I never got to experience other guys talk and mentioned doing things that a TikTok video recommend doing, like a love swap or something. I told her how I felt about not wanting this and she understood and apologized, but I was still crushed. When she fell asleep I moved to the couch and was unable to sleep with depressing thoughts bouncing around my head. She woke up and came over to me. I told her how I felt. How that now I will forever have the idea that I'm not good enough. We cried and talked for a long time. We ended on the conclusion that I'll make a decision if I will want this relationship or not in a month. She just left for her last semester of college. I don't know what to even think or do. My mind is numb. I don't want to lose what we have. This has been the best relationship, but I don't like the thoughts of her thinking of other guys noodling around my head. What should I even do? She's always been super loyal and understanding. This was a huge shock to me and I'm at a loss of words. We both don't want to lose this relationship, but I need to think about me. Do I end it or do I give it some time? Am I just fooling myself in hopes that I won't be alone? I just don't know and would like some input. Edit, I've been cheated on before and know when it's coming. She most likely would not cheat. Despite all these comments of her going to cheat. She is not one to do so. She grew up very strange, hence why her first kiss was me at 18. Also, she also roommates with my 2 good friends, who are a couple. I'm in no way scared of her cheating. I'm just not sure if I can be with her knowing her thoughts. I'm not naive and understand she might cheat in the future, but as of now, I have no fear of it. Comment. Well, if a TikTok video says to do it, don't wait a month. For your own sanity, just pull the band-aid off and end things now. When people ask to do nonsense like this, it's because they already have and feel guilty or want to, and almost certainly have someone in mind, and want permission to cheat. She just left for her last semester of college. Can almost 99.9% guarantee she's already got someone at college lined up. I've seen here time and time again, 99.9% of the time, the partner proposing an open relationship or arrangement out of the blue, they already have someone in mind, or they've already cheated and want retroactive permission to ease their guilt. Got the someone's more likely. Up, it's already over you, focus on yourself. Don't worry about her or what she is going to do. She threw what you had together away because a TikTok video gave her this idea and more than likely someone or a bunch of people suggesting it at her school. Text that you thought it over and you're done. Then block her and move on. It won't be easy, but she has already moved on, and you owe her nothing. Do not do a love swap, which I take to mean polyamory or an open relationship. You are not on the same page for that. I am in an open marriage, but it requires a strong base, communication, and both partners being willing to do it. At this stage of your relationship, it will only end in heartbreak. She feels like she's missing out. There's really no way of finding a good answer. Is she pushing down that desire simply not to make you sad, or is she going to actually be happy with only you? If she's just pushing it down, resentment will build, and you may find her cheating in the future. Maybe. Big maybe. Or maybe she just said it because she wanted to fantasize about it. There are ways to simulate other men in the bedroom that may fulfill her desire. You don't want to be with someone who lives their life through TikTok. Honestly, I always thought the "I want to experience other people" line is BS. If you find the one, keep them. She is just trying to let you down easy. I've been with my wife for 41 years. Our BC together is 4 counting each other. Just move on to someone who just wants to be with you. Just break up with her, dude. You shouldn't settle for anything other than enthusiastic loyalty. To be fair, what she's feeling is super normal and relatable. It's okay for her to want to explore things. That said, you deserve someone who wants to be with you and is excited about that. I would sit her down and tell her that she has a choice to make, reaffirm her commitment to you and be happy with that decision, or break up so she can do what she wants, with the caveat that if she chooses the second option, you two are done and you will not wait around for her. Being single or dating other people may very well be good for her, or she may find it disappointing, but crawling back to you if it is not an option. You need to end it. It's okay to live your life and have fun, you just can't do it while in a relationship. She needs to be free. Even if she stopped now because of memories or love, it will always be in her mind. Once they want other people, they are gone. Story 2. My husband reveals 5-year one-night stand. We had not started officially dating yet, but we were involved. We got into officially dating after the trip, 3-month-long trip. We were in a fling-type situation before he left for the trip, and we were involved to the limit of me spending last few days with packing with him, sending him off, video calls during layovers and also daily calls. I had even gone to the extent of ordering a birthday present for him on international calls in a foreign language, to getting it delivered to his hotel room as a surprise. He tells me that this was drunk mistake and he stopped this from going any further. He and the colleague came to terms that this was just a mistake and have been friends ever since. I do remember asking him many times if anything had happened on trip, as we were not official, he was free to do whatever, but he always denied except telling me about a strip club night. I had asked him before we got married to just let me know if he had any secrets. But he didn't tell. Recently when I asked him again about the trip while watching a movie about the same destination, he just told me. He was incredibly sorry that he kept it hidden so long, and he said he tried telling me many times but it always scared him and it was never the right moment. He also said that for a long time he had buried this so deep that he forced himself to forget about it. Now I don't know what to feel. I do feel betrayed. And logically it was not that we were officially dating. It was practically open relationship. But every now and then the thought and TTHE image is driving me nuts. Context: my husband is a wonderful guy and he has never hurt me. He treats me like a queen. His family is wonderful. Our parents gel so well. They take care of me too. He's never done anything wrong. There's no speck of badness in him. I am trying to think of times he's messed up but I can't. How do I shake off this feeling and get back to normal? I want to be fine again. Comment: yeah, I'm right there with you on this. I really am not sure if she was owed this information seeing as they weren't official, and the repeated asks, ick. Maybe this isn't entirely fair, but if this were a man pestering a woman about whether or not she slept with someone before we were together, I think most people would say it's none of his business and he should back off. All that said, I do think it's shitty of him to reveal this after they are recently married, and it seems like he did it because it would be harder for her to leave in this scenario. He probably should have just never said anything. Unless he was a virgin when he met you, just place this woman on the before you list and take it out of your relationship equation. It's not like he cheated. I think it's the fact he lied, but he was afraid of losing a good thing. Don't lose a good thing over bullshit. Just move on. All these comments about lies to your face are annoying AF. You basically just gave us everything you need to see past this and forgive him. It all sounds plausible and seemingly done with good intent. Is withholding something a lie? I guess yes. But if people can't see degrees of severity, then I don't know what to say. I think you know what's right here. You need to confirm in your heart that the pros way outweigh the cons and start mending. If you keep seeking validation on this topic, it's going to become toxic. Can I ask what made you keep asking about this instance over and over? Are you doing that with other things in the relationship? No shade at all, but unless you had some evidence that he did something on that particular trip, it comes off as very insecure. I could see him being unwilling to give the information even if he didn't feel like he did anything wrong, just to avoid giving his girlfriend an anxiety spiral over something that didn't matter to him. I mean, look, I still am not happy with your man for breaking this news now, and I do have some questions about his motivation for doing so. But this is sort of a classic don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers to scenario. I don't think his lying about it is particularly good, but I think he probably correctly read that you'd be upset by it even though he was single and was within his rights at that point. As far as the image of it goes, in time, it'll fade eventually. FTR actually had to tell partners, I don't want to know a ton of details after them freely sharing BTW because those sorts of images bother me. But I think you can take some comfort in that he chose a long-distance relationship, not the greatest situation for anyone with you over being single. That's gotta count for something. I don't think it's about what he did. I think it might be more that you asked him repeatedly if there was anything he'd like to tell you, an opportunity to come clean, and he refused multiple times before becoming exclusive and before getting married. Trust is fractured, and you need to recognize that it'll take a bit to gain that back. Sit down and have a conversation, ask him if there's anything else he should be coming clean about. Open and direct communication is best. Explain why you're upset and let him know that it's a trust issue. He's clearly feeling some sort of way about it. Why else would it come out 5 years later? I never said he did anything wrong. I'm saying lying about something instead of saying I'm uncomfortable talking about it. It was before us, or saying yeah we kissed, so what we weren't exclusive would have both been better options than swearing nothing happened and it not being the truth. So continuously lying isn't wrong? If he thought he didn't do anything wrong, then why did he lie? Maybe she would have ended their situationship with him if had said the truth. By lying he took away her right to decide. He didn't owe her loyalty, but the moment he lied about it, he broke her trust regardless. What if he had given her an STD? If asked such a question, one either stays quiet or tells the truth.